talking about vaginitis, I want you people to understand one reality, okay? Now, when I'm talking about vaginitis, what exactly is this? It is an inflammation of vaginal mucosa. I totally agree with you people. But when you want to understand about vaginal mucosa, I want you people to know some basic important information. That is, what is the pH of vagina? pH of vagina. pH of vagina, acidic or alkaline?
Acidic.
Very good. That is your acidic pH. Why it is acidic pH? Because of a bacteria called as lactobacillus. Because of a bacteria called as, what is that? Lactobacillus. That is the one who is maintaining your vaginal pH. So lactobacillus bacteria, if it is present normally in your female vagina, now you people will tell me this is a normal microflora or abnormal microflora. It is a normal microflora. Very good. When I'm talking about normal microflora, now what and all the important aspects I want to teach you people. The first and most important vaginitis we will start with, that will be your bacterial vaginosis, my dear students. What is the name of the condition? Bacterial vaginosis. What is bacterial vaginosis? What do you think is bacterial vaginosis? What is bacterial vaginosis? What do you think? Please tell me.
Colonization by microorganisms.
Very good. In the intestine, when you take antibiotic, what is going to happen? In the intestine, when you take antibiotic, normal microflora will be killed. Yes or no? Yes or no? That will lead to intestinal dysbacteriosis. The same way here, bacterial vaginosis is a condition in which what is going to happen? Altered microflora of what? Of the vagina. When there is an altered microflora of the vagina, what is going to happen? That is going to lead to, what is that? That is going to lead to bacterial vaginosis. When there is a bacterial vaginosis, what happens? Basically, there is a decrease of your lactobacillus. If there is a decrease of lactobacillus, now I want you people to answer my one simple question. Is it only lactobacillus present in the vagina of the female, or any other bacteria also present, my dear students?
Other bacteria.
What is that? There is other bacillus. So if lactobacillus decreases, the other bacteria is going to go upper. Other bacteria is going to increase. If other bacteria is going to increase, now the female will have a problem. So what is the problem of that female? Basically, vaginal
pH.
Vaginal discharge. All right, if there is a vaginal discharge, so what is the next important aspect we are going to do, my dear students? So basically, listen to me very carefully. What I'm trying to tell you people, just a second. What I'm trying to tell you people is that vaginal discharge will be there. Now you need to go for the diagnosis. So how exactly you are going to diagnose? You take the vaginal discharge. In the vaginal discharge, you find some typical finding. Can you people tell me what is the finding you are going to get? In the vaginal discharge, you are going to find somebody called as, what is the name of the cell? They are called as, my dear students, clue cells. What is the name of the cells? You are going to find clue cells. Now these clue cells are very important. Now why these were very important? Because these are the epithelial cells of the vagina. Instead of bacteria being present, now epithelial cells could be found some places. That is why we call them as a clue cells. Basically, clue cells is a name for your epithelium. Now, next important thing, we have some criteria, my dear students. What is the criteria for diagnosing of your bacterial vaginosis? What is the criteria for diagnosis of bacterial vaginosis? Can anybody tell me? You people might have heard. How many of you done Marrow Proclada? How many of you done textbooks? Such batao mujhe. Tell me the truth. How many of you done gynae, please? Earlier. Okay. We use a criteria called as Amsel's criteria, my dear students. What is that? Amsel's criteria. Amsel's criteria. What is this Amsel's criteria? Amsel's criteria, one of the most important factor, pH. pH more than 4.5. pH more than 4.5. 4.5 is a part of your Amsel's criteria. What else include? The next part of the Amsel's criteria that includes is that gray whitish discharge. Gray whitish discharge is next important aspect of your Amsel's criteria. The next important aspect, can anybody tell me please? There is something called as whiff test positive. What is the name of the thing? Whiff test positive. Whiff test is a test which will do it along with your potassium hydroxide. So this is the important aspect, that is your whiff test. Apart from that whiff test, one more criteria which includes, that is a fishy odor. That includes your Amsel's criteria. So everybody clear about bacterial diagnosis and bacterial vaginosis, please?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Now, once you understood about this, what will be the treatment, my dear students?
Antibiotics.
Very good. Which antibiotics is the drug of choice for all bacterial vaginosis?
Metronidazole.
Very good. This is a metronidazole. I have one important question. Apart from discharge, what else will be the complaint of female? What else will be the complaint of female? Please, one important complaint. Pain or pruritus? Itching, that is your pruritus. Pruritus का मतलब क्या है? Itching. Itching is very important symptom of your what? Of your bacterial vaginosis. Okay. So when it comes to bacterial vaginosis, so what type of this bacterial vaginosis when we are talking here? What exactly we are talking here is about something called as honeymoon infections. What is this honeymoon infections? Basically, a married couple. Now see, these are the typical classical terminology. Okay. अब मुझे ये मत बोलो about other stories which I tell you. After a female has a first intercourse in her life, this is a high tendency that she will develop bacterial vaginosis after first intercourse. Okay, high likely. That depends on the type of sexual contact they have with her. But now you people don't tell me, Bhaiya, it is not honeymoon vaginosis anymore. Now that is reality, but the textbook terminology is clear. Now don't tell me, Bhaiya, that is not reality, that is not acceptable statement. Those things are changed. I totally accept it. Right? The life has changed. Accept, but this is one terminology. Okay? Shall we proceed further? Akka?
Yes, we are.
Okay, chalo, the next important infection I want to teach you is called as Candida vaginosis. Candida vaginitis. What is this Candida vaginitis? Candida vaginitis, in which type of females we are going to find? Candida vaginitis is caused seen in immunocompromised females. Why? Because Candida is found only where? Candida is only found in which conditions? Immunocompromised condition. If there is an immunocompromised condition, Candida vaginitis, can we say now Candida vaginitis is caused by whom? Candida fungus. Candida fungus. Now, what exactly I want to tell you people? I want to tell you people, this female will have discharge. Female will have discharge. What type of discharge? Type of discharge. फटाफट. अगर क्रोप 1 पास होने के बाद आप लोग कैंडिडेट का डिस्क्रिप्शन भूल जाओगे तो क्या बोलूं मैं लोगों को?
Whitish discharge.
Whitish discharge, I agree, but what whitish discharge? Only whitish discharge or something else? There is some description for candida. White, I agree. White, I agree. White is occurring in candida.
Like
Whitish
pink
purulent
or-
discharge.
Purulent. Who told purulent? कौन बोले purulent? बताओ मुझे. नाम बताओ purulent. Very good. I got the answer in message from one of you, Suraj. But tell me,
Cheese
किसने
like
बोला purulent? Purulent किसने बोला? Purulent. Will it come in fungus, my dear? Purulent discharge कहाँ पे आता है?
Sorry भैया बैक्टीरिया में आता है.
बैक्टीरिया में आते हैं. वही तो पढ़ाया मैंने आप लोगों को. In meningitis I taught you people that bacteria only cause purulent inflammation. So please listen to me very carefully. You find white color cheese slash curd like discharge. Curd like discharge. It is called as Candida vaginitis. Everybody clear so far? Clear? Now what is the treatment, my dear? Treatment.
Antifungal.
Very good. It will be antifungal. Antifungal in which way? Antifungal systemic or topical?
Topical.
Topical antifungals. Topical antifungals. Everybody clear so far? Everybody clear? Sure. Once we understood about bacterial vaginitis, we are going to proceed further. When we are going to proceed further, what exactly we are going to proceed towards? We are going to proceed towards the next important infection that is called as, what is that, my dear students? Trichomonas vaginalis. What is this Trichomonas vaginalis? Trichomonas vaginalis is what? Can anybody tell me? Is it a bacterial infection? Is it a protozoal infection? Please tell me.
Protozoal.
It is a protozoal or bacterial. Please listen to me. Trichomonas vaginalis is caused by that same bacteria, same protozoa. It is a protozoa. Don't confuse. Trichomonas vaginalis is a protozoa. It is a protozoa which causes the vaginal infection. Now, when there is a Trichomonas vaginalis, what it is going to do? It is going to cause a which type of discharge, my dear students? Greenish discharge. What type of discharge? Greenish discharge. So green color discharge would be found, but only green color discharge or something else, my dear students. The next important aspect in when it comes to the Trichomonas vaginalis, you can find the protozoa. Now, when you can find the protozoa, tell me it is a motile or immotile? It is a motile protozoa. It is a motile protozoa. Okay. Apart from that, what else could be given in your exam and how can you deal with this? The next most important Trichomonas vaginalis. Trichomonas vaginalis is that this fellow Trichomonas vaginalis fellow. What is the most important thing which you should know about Trichomonas vaginalis? This will be given on a speculum examination of the vagina. What is the type of examination? Speculum examination of the vagina. On the speculum examination of the vagina, what is the color of the vagina? How does vagina look like? It will create something called as which type of vagina? Can anybody tell me? Strawberry vagina. What type of vagina? Strawberry vagina. Strawberry vagina would be formed on what? On the speculum examination. Now, when I'm talking about speculum examination, can anybody tell me what type of speculums we have? Please tell me. Speculums. So we have multiple types of speculums which are made out of metal. and we have few speculums which are made out of transparent fiber type of materials. Okay, so I will show you people what is a speculum. What is a speculum? Let Google Baba respond to us. Okay, Google Baba responding. So everybody able to understand this topic till now? Because let me tell you one simple aspect here. This particular topic without one question that is not going to end your gynae. So that is why please listen to me and understand the very important topic, this one. So please never ever get confused. Okay. Speculum. So this is your speculum, my dear students. You can look here right now and show you people. This is speculum. So what we are going to do, listen to me. Can you see these instruments? Look at this instrument. What type of speculum it is, my dear students? Speculum. Look here. Is it a transparent speculum or is it some metallic speculum which I have highlighted?
Transparent.
Transparent speculum or a transparent glass. So with this type of speculum which we are going to use, when you look into the vagina, what you're going to find? You are going to find the vagina in a strawberry color. Apart from that, we have speculum like this. So this is called as Cusco speculum. What is the name of the speculum? What is the name of the speculum? Cusco speculum. What is the name? That is called as Cusco speculum. Basically, this is a metallic speculum. A metallic speculum, can you see the strawberry vagina with it?
No.
Why?
We can just only see the opening of the, we can only see the cervical orifice.
Very good. We can only see where? We can only be able to see what? We can only be able to see the particular aspect that is your what? That is your cervix. Look here. So speculum examination, we put the speculum, we dilate the speculum. When we dilate the speculum, we get this view. Can you people see this? That is your cervix. Can you people see that? It is your cervix. So these are the types of speculums we have. So what is the use of speculum, my dear students? Speculum is basically what we are going to do. We are going to insert into the vagina of the female. Then we are going to dilate it. Once we dilate it, we will be able to see the female vaginal uterus opening. That is your, what is that? Cervix. Now you can look here very clearly. So can you people see the speculum which has gone inside? Okay, when we are inserting, the speculum is closed like this. Okay, now what we do after we put it into the vagina, we open it up. After we open it up, we can look from here or we can pass the instruments into the uterus. Hope everybody is clear about this much. Hope everybody is clear about bacterial vaginitis and the speculum examination.
Yes, we are.
Okay, so once we're done with this speculum examination, now take a break of 5 minutes because I can start the new topic, but if I start the new topic, we'll get discontinued.